back to The Daily Show. You know, nowadays it seems like everyone is fighting for power in South Africa. Like it was Cyril versus Zuma, the DA versus the EFF, Black Coffee versus Twitter. But it seems while all of this is going on, there's another player that nobody is watching who might beat us all. Loyiso Madinga went to investigate.
Since 2009, China has been Africa's largest trading partner, and Chinese President Xi Jinping plans to make it rain here even more.
President Xi Jinping is in South Africa trying to reassure leaders from across the continent with hard cash. Now, is $60 billion enough to convince African leaders that China is their most reliable partner?
But not everyone is excited about China's latest money moves. Some believe that all that cash could have some serious strings attached.
It's a partnership that hasn't always been described as equal, with China accused of plundering Africa's rich resources.
They too looking for some special arrangement to recolonize Africa and do as they wish. And they are actually, it looks like they are going to be well done what Britain was to us.
As I walked through this massive Buddhist temple in the middle of Beijing, in the middle of Mpumalanga, I wondered, was there a point to this alarming claim of Chinese colonization? No way, that is not gonna happen.
Colonize me once, shame on you. Colonize me twice. Look, you can't colonize the colonized.
Are we being colonized? Or am I just being paranoid? Or are Chinese people the new white people? For clarity, I spoke to the weirdly composed about this whole thing, Yi Chen.
As a South African, as a Chinese South African who the apartheid government labeled as black, and now you're also black in this government, so my man. You know more than anyone the effects of colonialism, right? And some of the things that are happening seem a little colonizing, you know?
There's been Chinese presence in South Africa, more formally, I think, since the 17th century. You know, they were brought from Dutch colonies to South Africa. Again, when gold was discovered in South Africa after the Anglo-Boer War, to rebuild the country, they brought Chinese to work in the mines. And then you'd have, so there's different waves of migration.
Chinese people worked in our mines.
Yes. And
wow,
some of them
you guys have been
stayed.
black for a long time.
Well, black people can't colonize black people. That would be black on black colonization. But to double check, I spoke to a guy who's even more black than Yi Chen. Zwelinzima Vavi, a guy who has put in his 10,000 hours as a revolutionary.
We are fighting a political system.
So they are colonizing us.
Oh, of course, they are.
But
The African continent will eventually run out of all of these mineral deposits. They're good at misleading our leaders.
Wait, what did he say?
They're good at misleading our leaders.
Oh, shit.
Trevor, we're being colonized.
Why is this guy hating on China so hard?
You're bumming me out a little bit, I must say.
Every toy, every child clothing, every jean, every shirt, every suit, you struggle to find anything else from even South Africa.
Fine, he may be right, but has this guy seen all the awesome cheap stuff he's missing out on?
Look at what I got in Chinatown. Oh. This stuff is great. Do you know what I got this for? Pretty much nothing. It doesn't even matter what I got it
Made
for.
in China.
Didn't have to swipe for it. I did this. I paid like this.
Made in China.
Yeah.
Even with all this dope merchandise in front of him, I just couldn't convince this guy to stop hating. But did he have a point? Do Africa and China need to take a break? Be single for a while.
So if it's not China, you know, it will be maybe another player.
Oh man, we're sluts.
I think whatever happens, if there's an imbalance in the relationship, there is an opportunity for the African side to negotiate that and almost come up with a strategy to engage with China. And not only China, every other player that we engage with.
Well, that's an easy solve. All we need to do is negotiate better. But what did the hater have to say about that?
Well, we must get political leaders that are serious.
What does it mean, leaders who are serious? We have great leaders.
We have clowns all over the continent, unfortunately, which allows racist and backward-minded people like Donald Trump to call our countries what he called us. Look, this is a show watched by children. We're not going to repeat what Donald Trump said.
A shithole.
Hey, hold on. Hey, order, comrade.
You're painting a very dim picture here.
They will become the biggest economy by 2023-24. But I think it is the bag of exploiting the African continent's mineral resources.
This guy has really killed my vibe. This seems really, really bad. Are we gonna get shafted again?
So South Africa's investments in China almost exceeded China's investments in South Africa.
Wait, did she just say South Africa has been making it rain in China?
So there's like cross-colonization happening. This is hella confusing.
Turns out that South African corporations own huge shares in Chinese corporations. And at the rate China's economy is growing, our corporations will make enough money to pay off Africa's debt and still have enough change to buy like a whole other Africa if we want. Boiling out of control. And just look at us. We seem happy. Chinese people and South African people. We're making this work.
There's this weird rumor going around that China is colonizing Africa. It's not right, right?
I don't know, but maybe in terms of economy, like they are incorporating a lot of Chinese inventions and stuff. You can't really say dominating. I think they're just collaborating. It's called business.
I don't think that there's anything really to be worried about. I mean, everything's made in China anyway, as I said. So with everything that's going on, yeah, it makes no difference to South Africa. It's just good for the economy.
Sounds like his drunk uncle told him that.
So we're good.
We good. That's what I'm telling you. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. We do get our money back.
Okay, he seems pretty chilled about it, then I'm gonna be chilled about it.
Alright, so if economies are like relationships, then maybe we should learn from Oprah. See the red flags, define our boundaries, and don't let our new bae treat us like our last one. And look, on the other hand, if China is colonizing us, at least they are using the gunpowder for its original purpose. And oh my god, have you tasted their food?
If colonization is wrong, I don't wanna be right.
It seems like one nation's shithole is another nation's pot of gold. Thank you, Loyiso. We'll be right back.